set up my laptop. Takes time, JJ. Professionals have standards. God dang it. You found out what? It's streaming, by the way. Oh, the T. Okay, I was like, I don't get it. Okay, that took me a second. See, if you said Imperial, I would have understood.
Hey, we are live, guys.
You fair? Alright. Just waiting for everyone to load in and giving the stream a few minutes for people to file in. Open up my phone so I can see that Discord chat so I don't miss anything.
And there's that.
All right. Give stream a few more minutes to, you know, get in here.
Trying to click on this and it's not. My laptop's being stupid.
Doo-doo-doo. You can see everything, right, JJ? I called you.
I know, I'm loading in right now. There we go, there we go, there we go.
All right. Got a message from one of the players. Start it. We're still waiting for stream. All right. So we will get this underway very quickly, very shortly, but just to do a 30-second introduction, I am Loopy, and this is my co-host JJ. We will be your hosts for tonight. I know things got a little wonky with hosts and whatever, but this is where we're at. And we will be beginning this game pretty much right now. So this is Cafe, so quickly. JJ, who do you think you'll see for bans?
What's up, Collective? Super excited about this game. For bans, I definitely see Amir and Thatcher for sure off board. Use Mir in Kitchen and it just be OP, so I definitely see that being a ban for sure.
Mira, solid ban. Attack. Thatcher, you said. I see that as well. Thatcher, very strong operator in general. I'm expecting to see a Kaid ban, personally, for myself on defense. And attack, honestly, I think it could go anyway. Probably a standard Jackal ban. A Nomad ban coming out, trying to... that was a ban by the defenders, trying to give their roam game a little bit more strength and presence. Very excited to see that. You know, Cafe does have, you know, after its rework and whatnot, does have a lot of staircases and a lot of mobility between the floors, hatches to drop, stairs to go up. Very, very strong map for roamers if they can use all three floors. And once again, I mean, not once again, Jackal being taken out of the field, pretty standard ban, but once again, doubling down on that anti-roam being taken out of the game. Roamers are going to be very strong in this game. Montaigne, though, however, is left on the field. Montaigne is also very good at taking out roamers, just being able to push them and whatnot. Maestro being taken off the board, did not see that one coming. But not a bad ban, though. Poor Meatball, didn't deserve it. And let's
those
see if
evil
we
eyes
see
are
that.
tough.
They absolutely are, JJ. They absolutely are. See if that Mira ban comes out, or a Kaid ban. Let's see if we can get 1 for 4. Come on. Come on. Echo. So 2 anchors and 2 anti-roam were taken off the field. This is going to be a very roamer heavy, very roamer heavy match. Absolutely going to be extremely roamer heavy. Let's see, and we are going to the top floor first. Bar Cocktail, no surprises there. Thatcher already immediately being picked. Capitao, interesting, very strong, but an interesting pick. We have Ash for the rush, Thermite for hard breach, and IQ for some utility. Mira coming out, like you said, not being taken off the board. Bandit, Legion, Mozzie, and Jaeger will be the rest of them. What do you think is going? How do you think this round's going to turn out with these picks?
I feel like I could see a rush, definitely for sure, by the attacker side, but I could see the defense holding it down and stopping the rush from happening. You got a Mozzie with those pests. If you get a drone, you're able to see what the other team's doing, so it could go either way.
Absolutely, those pests, like you mentioned, being extremely influential. If you get a hands on an attacker drone, it can absolutely spell doom for them. Just being able to sort of see whatever the attackers are up to. Very powerful deck indeed. And I actually like the setup so far that they're doing. Like they have this wall reinforced, but they're not reinforcing the whole thing. So my guess is a Mira will go on that. Very common to try to take out everything. The one thing she has to be afraid of is this window right here. For some reason, the camera won't go any farther east, so I can't zoom in more on it. But the camera there, top floor, east side, definitely.
5 seconds to go.
Bulletproof camera coming up from Legion right there, so maybe no Mira, and I'm curious to see where the Mira will go then. I think she still has both of her black mirrors, and she does. But with that bulletproof camera there, I'm not sure that this Mira here is necessary, but I'm assuming that Devise has some form of knowledge of how to use it, and they're tripling down. They have both black mirrors and a bulletproof all looking the same direction, covering very similar angles. I'm not sure if that's needed.
And it's a soft wall. That's very interesting. I've never seen a mirror getting put on a soft wall, but
very quick rush by Ash, as you commented. Very well. Beautiful angle by the IQ trying to take out anyone in Christmas. Does not see anyone. I don't honestly know if anyone is in Christmas. Let me just check. No, the defenders are not putting anyone in Christmas, so those angles will go to waste. Sadly, very good angles though. A lot of drone work coming out from the side of attackers. Very smart on their perspective. Legion, whereas he's not in Christmas, is keeping semi-close to Christmas, now sitting on white stairs. Bandit, all the way in the bottom floor. This could be a great flank. Hold on. Oh. Is there a Claymore? No, there isn't.
Area of operations. Exposed.
He's not going to get either one, but Thermite was right next to him. He didn't see the Thermite.
Clear the blast area.
Oh.
unfortunate.
He's down. They do know he's down there. He does take some damage as well. Ash coming up on him. Avoiding the Legion mine. It's Bandit under a lot of pressure now.
I'm out.
See how he deals with it. Attackers do seem to be stalling out a little bit. Not sure really how to attack this site. But it will be Dom falling first this round, but it will be immediately traded back. The IQ does fall to the Mozzie. 4v4. Now a 3v4 to the side of the defenders, and only 4 seconds on the clock. Mozzie will miss a lot of shots on the Thermite, but he will tag him a little bit. Ooh, and he will win that gunfight, and it will be Mozzie will be shut down by Thermite. 2v3 situation, but they do have the Capital still on the board, and Thermite is lit. This is still winnable, but it's not going to be an easy fight. Capital drops down to the bottom floor. I don't know if that was an accident or purposeful, but that absolutely does not help their cause at all. 2 Black Mirrors still causing, but Plant will be going down, and it will 1v3. Simple stop. Full stop. And a suppressed Vector to finish out the round.
Great round.
Oh no, is that the extended barrel?
By the defenders. They definitely held it down, seen what the attackers were going to do, and stopped it for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, speaking. The defenders absolutely killed so much time that round, and the attackers just didn't. It seemed definitely like the attackers were looking for a pick. You know what I mean? They just weren't giving them a pick. They just weren't going to give them one.
Mm-hmm.
So smart play by the defenders, not over peeking or anything. This time around, so they will be going to kitchen now because they can't go top floor, and we do see RB taking 2 hard breachers this time around, and they're picking up the Habana, which I think is definitely a smart play. All 3 are on the board, especially on that kitchen. You can open up the hatches, open up a wall with open up the hatches with Habana, open up the wall with Thermite. Makes a lot of sense.
As they can.
It does, definitely for sure.
What is this?
This is new. This is new to me. This is very interesting. The camp placement
Attackers have
for that.
located a bomb.
Very smart. Very smart. So this wall will be fully reinforced. I have seen teams leave it soft, leave it half reinforced, fully reinforced. That sort. I do see some variation on that. And this side wall though, still is not reinforced. I don't know if it will get reinforced. It's still not reinforced. The attackers pick up on that. They might be able to attack through the red stairs and go this bottom door here. Oh no, it is getting reinforced. Okay, that is just a late reinforcement. Just a little late. It's all good.
It is all good in the hood.
Absolutely. Ash trying to get a sneaky pick out here early. Not gonna happen. Not gonna find anything. Drone vigilance coming out on the side of RB. Smart play. Air 33 on Thatcher. Not a common pick, but it's still a great weapon. We do have. Ooh, and it will be an early pick for Bandit onto one of the hard breachers. How unfortunate. I don't know where that Habana was, but that will be the hatches staying closed today unless they want to use a thermite on it. Ash will light up the Jaeger immensely, getting into a fight with... Is he into a fight? He is now under a lot of pressure. IQ on the peeking the window. Few bullets going the way of Jaeger, but none will land. So once again, droning out, trying to find... Mozzie now here for support. Where did this... Ash is now bottom floor, so she just pretty much dropped that chase. IQ still trying to hold some of these angles, make sure... But I don't know if they know... And the Pest stopping the drone game. And it will be another... Ash will fall to the smoke. Trying to get a sneaky play, I'm assuming. And oh no! Great calls, and it looks like she was shotgun through the wall. Fantastic play by Crypty.
Devise is going dark.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Not really seeming to know what to do. And a Claymore will take out Dom, but not before he gets one. And IQ does tag the Mozzie a little bit. Mozzie will stand. Thatcher will be taken out by the Bandit. That's 2 for Bandit. The diffuser is down, and it is now a 1v4 for the IQ. She will get the Mozzie. Great, 1v3, and tags the Bandit just a little. Oh no, he doesn't actually tag the Bandit. I'm a little confused on that, but whatever. 14 bullets in her gun. She's fighting against both 3 defenders and the rails. We all know how much rails in this game just screw you. If you could peek by the Bandit, she hears someone to the left. Smoke canisters going out with only 30 seconds left. And she will run right into the Jaeger that never left that center floor. Great round by Devise.
Yeah, great round by Devise. They're definitely stopping their rush, and they're letting them know. They keep getting him down to a 1v3 situation, and I don't know what ReBorn's comms are going to be like, but wow, great round by Devise.
Absolutely. You commented on rush, and we have not seen like a full-scale rush, but a lot of deaths have come from very aggressive plays, like the Ashe peeking or things like that. These aggressive plays, and they're just not winning the gunfights for whatever reason. And I think that if you're gonna play as aggressive and use these high-speed operators and whatnot, like sort of using these rush tactics.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yes. Thank you for clarifying that.
I think. Yeah, I think these rush tactics that they're a fuse. Yes. Yes. Please let us see some fuse kills.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
But back to
defused
what
by
I was saying. With if you're gonna use some of these rush type tactics, then you need to win your gunfights. You can't let them stay. You can't let them run the round. You have to run the round yourself.
Bomb located by attackers.
And
I
they
agree.
just haven't been. A lot of destruction on this back wall here. Very intriguing on that.
10 seconds remaining.
Devise
And that is
putting
a
some.
5 seconds.
I'm sorry. Say what you
No,
were saying.
at this strat, the wall getting taken out. I haven't
Attackers are
seen that
heading out
before.
to defuse
That's
the
a new
bomb.
strat to me.
So my guess is they're gonna try to hold white stairs, and that's why they have this Mira and the utility up in. Yeah, and they have a bulletproof. They have a lot of utility up on top of white stairs, so they're going to try and hold all of white stairs, which is a very big expansion of the site, and it's definitely going to be a little bit harder to maintain. The more rooms you hold, and I said this last night's game. If the more rooms you hold, the only benefit you get from holding more rooms is if you force the enemy team to go through them. If you don't go through the extra rooms, you're holding extra space and putting resources somewhere they're not even responding to. But it does look like RB is going to try to go through this top floor, try to take these white stairs. So it does look like this utility will not be wasted. Pest stopping some of the drone work from happening. Very good play. Fuse so far not using any of his clusters. I want to see a cluster charge heal. I really do.
So do I. Make it a little interesting.
So right now we have Mira on the bottom floor. Oh, it was on white hallway. Tags coming out this window. Might move to a free kill for Fuse, but it will not be. Putting up that window though, forcing directly, and I mean C4 will miss, but beautifully tossed. Mozzie now sort of scrapped. He will hear the repel if he repels. Ashe has taken out the mirror holes. Unfortunate, I do think one of her breaching rounds did not go all the way through the floor. Very unfortunate. Just for future reference. Yeah, and just for reference, you don't actually have to melee them from the side. You can just melee them front on and both Oh, and this looks like you're being forced to move all over the place, but no one can capitalize on it. Ashe will be taken out instead. He wasn't on that angle to force the movement, and so it's Ace. Thermite gonna, almost falls to the same angle. Crypty absolutely locking it down. With all of this pressure on them, they are refusing to budge. Mozzie will be take some damage.
15 seconds to go.
And 15 seconds left, and they have no one on every attacker's top floor so far. No one's even. Alright, Thatcher will take out one. They are trying to get the plant off. Thermite has to plant. Can Thatcher cover him? Oh, and it's down to the mute, and what a last second panic rush by RB, but it works out. Just they just won their gunfights, and that's if you want to run these aggressive strategies, you have to win your gunfights, and that's what they did at the end there. Yes, it was a panic rush, and they definitely tried to slow things down this round with bringing the fuse, trying to force people to move. They ripped up all of the floor. They definitely were trying to take a little bit of a slower approach to things, but the end rush there was flawless. They hit all of their shots.
Yeah, definitely. ReBorn's letting us know, hey, they're still in this to win this, and they're not out by any means.
Absolutely not. And I think that goes to show that even though some of these rounds have looked a little bit one-sided, they truly have not been, because anything can change in a heartbeat. Twitch going to be swapping to the Thatcher, which I definitely think is the smarter play on Bar Cocktail. You can just throw some of those EMPs on the roof, as long as you know where things sort of are. No fear of ADS being caught by ADSs or anything of the sort. If you do that, the EMP's radius is long enough that I think it does hit a floor. So even like that ADS would be taken out. At minimum, it does hit the walls, and it's very safe, and it's a very safe position for the Thatcher. Just overall on this site, a way better pick than on the Twitch. I would rather see the Twitch on something like a kitchen defense, or maybe that reading room defense.
Yeah, I agree. Taking the words right out of my mouth, Luffy.
10 seconds.
Now this is interesting. This reinforcement right here.
5 seconds.
So they reinforce all 4 of these walls and then cut it in half. And there's still no opening between bathroom and freezer. And I'm curious to see if that will be open, or what's sort of the thought process behind that.
Please, Devise.
Yeah, this game has this map has some issue with spectator mode going east.
Watch this!
Just don't like it. Ooh, Dom taking a lot of early damage. That is not good for the leader. But Ash also taking a lot of early damage from the same angle, from the bandit. Flashbang will miss, unfortunately.
Swapping mags!
Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers have recovered their diffusers.
Trying to make sure that Claymore's in the perfect spot. Good to catch the runouts. It does look like they're doing the same strategy with Black Mirrors again. But I'm not. Yeah, and there's the bulletproof cam. I'm still not completely sold on that's like the smart play, because we do have 3 separate things watching what is basically the same angle. I'm not sure if I think that that's the best use of resources, but hey, if it works for them, it works. Attackers definitely seem to be slowing down. They're pushing a lot more. Not so aggressive. Trying to feel them out.
Watch for the blast!
I don't know what that Ash Shard was supposed to do. Attackers do have control of Christmas, but this bandit is not making it free. Bandit's still just making sure that they know that, yeah, you have Christmas, but I'm gonna make sure that you know that we exist. Oh, they do not own Christmas. We do have the Legion sitting here in the corner. And both of them will be taken out by aggressive plays on the side of Devise. And it does not play out for them this time around. Main wall will be opened by the freezer, will be opened up by the Thatcher, and another kill for RB on the side of the tank, but it will be traded off by Crypty. There is still a fight. There is still fight in Devise. They are refusing, but it will be an explosion taking down Mira to about a half of her health. Mozzie is at full health, but he's trapped in freezer. The only position. These are both power positions if given the right opportunity. Plant is going down, and it does seem that there's a lot of the right coverage, and we now have Ash coming from behind. Mozzie will get one, but the plant does successfully go down. It is in the attacker's favor now. Ash does have the plant. It all comes down to winning gunfights. Ash will take out, and it is all over. Oh, what a trade by Crypty and Swiss. We will not see that shot, sadly, but there is the Mozzie falling.
I think
See,
ReBorn
that's
just
the-
figured out what Devise had up their sleeve. I think they adapted to the situation, and I think they're coming back and saying, "Hey, we know how you guys play now, and we're gonna play like that."
Absolutely, I think you're right. I think they looked at the previous strat and they were like, "Hey, what did we do wrong?" And they are absolutely coming back and showing us that they are learning. Now we will be moving on to kitchen, which they are not going to try the top floor again. They're like, "Okay, we lost. Got to keep it moving. Don't linger too long on one site. Just okay, we lost. Move on." Which I think is definitely the smart play. You don't want to try to force something that's not working, but with that fuse still on the board, that is going to cause some issues for Devise. It does seem like the fuse has been sort of a high impact player this game, whether it be through his gun and his chunkiness, or if it be through his gadget. I'm not quite sure which one is more effective right now.
I'm gonna go for chunkiness.
Yes.
That just seems more logical.
The fuse is absolutely a big fellow. Absolutely.
Test online.
For sure, I agree.
Razor wire is deployed.
He's definitely big.
ADS up and running.
But I'm loving the
Yeah.
comeback from ReBorn.
Absolutely. So far we have seen 2 rounds in a row from
remaining.
both teams. This is definitely an even fight. None of the rounds have been completely and
remaining.
utterly dominant by one team or the other. A lot of them have come down to...
Attack.
We did have that one round there. Actually, that's a lie. We did have the last kitchen defense did end up in a 1v4 for IQ, but she actually did, I think, bring it back to a 1v2 if I remember correctly. So even that wasn't completely one-sided. There was still a fight.
Yeah.
Ash, Mozzie does have access to a drone. I don't know if you saw that, but Mr. Mozzie has stolen 1 drone from the attackers. It's a lot of intel for the defenders.
Drone's up and running.
I feel like Mozzie isn't utilized. His pests are just amazing.
A lot of the utility from a pest is drone denial. Yes, if you get a drone, it's even better. But you see that little spider symbol, and you're like, okay, guess what? I can't put my drone here. And it's definitely a lot of impact there because it stops droning, which we all know. Jaeger is up on this top floor, and the attackers now know it. They know he's a cocktail. Now the question is, can Ash do something about it? In the meantime, beautiful C4. I'm assuming that was by the Mozzie. It was either the Mozzie or the Bandit. But it will be traded out. The Ash will win that fight against the Jaeger. Great plays by her. No, it was absolutely the Mozzie is now down to C4. But Mozzie is rotating all the way up red stairs. But I believe Ash is already down below. Yes, she's already left the top floor. This could spell disaster for the attackers if Mozzie is allowed to just sit up here. A lot of floor is already ripped up for this side of the attacker. Mozzie, I think, did get spotted. I think they do know that he's up here now. Ash going for the chase. She doesn't know. Mozzie faked the drop, and he hasn't dropped. He's still upstairs. Mozzie faked the drop. Ash is on a wild goose chase right now. Oh my god. Mozzie's keeping the attackers on a wild goose chase. And another C4 through the floor to take out.
Place device.
I think it was I don't know who it was. And now it is 1v4 all on. Okay, that was just the defenders all just sort of collapsed on the attackers. Holy crap! Great round from Devise. Really locking down that kitchen site. That is the last time we will see them defend it, though. But they just ReBorn could just not crack that defense. Just couldn't crack it.
No.
Devise for the last defense round will go back to bar. Let's see if Devise can adapt as well as RB was able to.
Yeah, but great round by Devise for sure. There's just no words to explain to say right now.
It was absolutely just it sort of was like all the dominoes lined up and then they all just kind of fell all at once, and then just wow, that was very quick. No slackers really on either team. A lot of kills. Devise and Money
Attackers
doing
need to locate
some,
and
you know,
defuse
dropping
the
some
bomb.
kills for Devise. But no one is slacking here today.
No.
Reinforced.
No, they are not.
Bomb.
All set.
It's interesting because ReBorn seems to be using their drones to get into sight, which isn't really sort of what at least how I think you should use your drones. I think you should try to save your drones more
10 seconds to insertion.
and use them for that intel later in the round. But hey, that's just my 2 cents.
5 seconds left before insertion.
I am curious about what's the purpose of this reinforcement right here.
Attackers
Yeah, the
effectively
bathroom reinforcement
defused the
as well
bomb.
as
Attackers dropped the
freezer.
diffuser. Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Very interesting.
Taking air compression.
Okay, see now they're using this mirror, this black mirror, in the freezer wall, which ReBorn did open up last time. So I think that is a smart adaptation. And oh, the Pulse getting absolutely hunted. He does have a shotgun too. I wonder what he was doing.
I don't know. Good question.
They are still trying to hunt this Pulse on bottom floor. I don't think anyone's left on the bottom floor though. No, no one is.
Surveying for hostiles.
Pulse using his scanner, getting all that information for the defenders, but Ash is on this floor, and the question is are they going to drone this Pulse? They haven't done an amazing job at droning roamers in this game. But,
Swapping bags.
Pulse will escape with, I don't even think he got shot once.
Cluster charge going up.
Sensor activated.
And Pulse retreated upstairs, so I think that is all of defenders off the center floor. Yes, it is.
They cleared the blast! Tango's in sight. Third floor.
Zofia going below the black meters, trying to take them out. Very smart play by her. Ooh, but will be shot through her exact same hole by the mirror. Just a little bit of a tag of health, but the black mirror is now out of play. Oh my god.
Throwing flashbang. Loading thunder.
This is a very... And Legion will win the first of the gunfight. Peter is still in that corner. He will win another! And a third! Devise!
Drop the bomb
Sitting right
diffuser.
there, and it will be a fourth! Oh my gosh, the Devise scrub with the 4K on Legion. Just locking down Christmas. And the Crypty will finish it off with that Vector. But what an insane 4-piece by
What an insane
by the
4K.
Legion.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. And that skyrocket scrub to the top of the leaderboards and kills. Absolutely insane. So that will, at the half, make a 4-2 split in the side of Devise. Now the question is, will ReBorn be able to, cough cough, rebound?
You're too funny. Oh, yeah, that was great. Dad joke.
Gridlock coming out, which is always fun to see. Very powerful gadget. Very simple, very powerful.
Yeah.
Being able to just sort of slow down some of those flanks, and with both Nomad
Attackers need to
and
locate
Jackal
and defuse
being
the
off
bomb.
the board, definitely think it's a smart pickup. Sort of just something to deal with the roamers.
Now let's see if we have
Man,
a
it is
different
really-
strat compared to Devise. Let's see if they reinforce the same things or
Attackers
they
discovered
open
the
new
location
things.
of a bomb.
Absolutely. As is the fluidity of Siege.
Right.
See, I understand this reinforcement more because they're not holding bathroom. Like the last
Right.
Devise was like holding bathroom. I just don't understand
10
doing
seconds left.
like what the purpose was of doing all 4 walls and then that middle.
5
I
seconds
just
to
didn't
go.
understand it. And hey, there probably is a reason behind it. I don't know what
Attackers
it
are
is.
moving to defuse a bomb.
Camera feed is clear up worrying.
Do I hear a question?
Depending on what team wins, that is definitely a question that'll pop up.
Deploying jammer.
Now I want to
Same
know what you
Mira.
guys feel in the stream. Well, who you guys think prediction-wise? I didn't see who you guys thought was gonna win or anything like that. So definitely just hear your guys' opinion.
Drone's ready. Track stingers in play. Holding back.
Man, this map really doesn't like spectators going too far east. It's kind of weirding me out. I'm assuming it's just somewhere a bug.
Drone is ready to go.
Yeah.
Ooh, already Thatcher already deep inside prison. Very aggressive. Fighting with the mute.
Time to bring them here.
Back up. They are absolutely giving that up. White hallway. Devise scrub getting one. That is Jaeger off the field. And now with the crack stingers out, this will lock down the white hallway. And a claymore just to make extra sure. They are opening up a slightly different wall than
Track stingers
not
active.
Devise. ReBorn did. Very interesting. Good luck trying to get just a pick on these eastern windows. A lot of defenders are on low health. This is definitely going to be a hard hold. And the plant is going down, and I don't think there's much that the defenders can do to stop it. C4 going out. I think that
What?
it did stop the defuse. It did stop the defuse, but it is 2v4. And that is a 1v4 all on the backs of Valkyrie. And she will fall to a claymore. A lot of flank watch. There was claymores everywhere. There were claymores everywhere. The track stingers were there to slow down. Just absolutely. Devise said, "You are not coming behind us. When we take a room, it is ours, and there is nothing you can do about it."
I agree. Devise is letting ReBorn know, hey, we're not only good on defending, but we're also good on attacking.
One more round for one more attacking round like that, and it is securing 1 point for Devise. And we will be moving on to kitchen, onto kitchen. No longer wanting to deal with the top floor, at least for right now. We probably will see it rotated to later, if ReBorn is able to win some rounds. But for right now, they said, nope, we don't need it. Vigil coming out for the first time tonight. Very excited for that play. 'Cause with the multiple floors and how big the static is for Vigil,
Attackers
it
need
is
to
sometimes
locate
hard,
and defuse
hard to
bomb.
tell exactly what floor he is on. So, and once again, the Valkyrie is bringing the shotgun. Not really sure that worked out too well for her last game, but last round. But
Deploying ADS.
Hey, let's see if she can over-adapt and overcome.
absolutely. Actually, see,
Attackers
I
have
say
located
that,
a
but like
bomb.
I absolutely adore that shotgun. So maybe I
10
should say.
seconds to insertion. 5 seconds left.
I think
before
Ella's
insertion.
shotgun is better, but hey, to each his own.
Attackers objective is
I'll
to
fight you on
defuse a
that
bomb.
all day.
Jammer deployed.
Oh, let's go.
New feet up.
Ella's shotgun got nerfed.
I think it's still overpowered.
Reloading.
Backers doing some of their drone vigilance.
Cover me. Reloading.
Jaeger trying to get an early pick, but nothing will come of it. No damage whatsoever. Oh, and the shotgun from Valkyrie will get one.
Changing mag.
And it's the Thatcher off the board too. That's a very, very good pick for the defenders. That might just be the momentum shift that RB needs to bring this back. But he does have one on light stairs and one, I think, in reading with him. Yep. And it will be another one for the Valkyrie. Claymore also taken out. Drone now on Valkyrie. And someone's on white stairs.
Changing
Oh
mags.
god. I don't know who it is, but someone is on white stairs. It's the sledge. The sledge will get her, but damage is done. Both Sophia and Thatcher are off the board, but the wall's open and a C4 is down, and Mute takes some damage for it as well. Actually, Mute will be punished for that C4 by the gridlock, and that is, I think, site control in the hands of the attackers. Dom just walking in and taking that. 2v2. This round has completely turned around. It is now an even fight. Plant going down, Vigil off site, and Jaeger nowhere near sight, going for that long flank. This is coming down to a retake. And the attackers are able to just sit in smart positions. Gridlock still has both of her smoke grenades left. It is... I don't know. I don't see the defenders taking this one back, to be honest. Jaeger on minuscule of health, but that Thermite also will be taken out, and it's all up to the Gridlock. Gridlock takes out Jaeger, and it's now a 1v1. Not too much, about 15 seconds left on the diffuser. Vigil has the health advantage, but does not have the time advantage. That is unpenetrable. And it does not matter. He doesn't have the time. He doesn't know where the diffuser is. Our Devise will take the round. But absolutely great plays on both sides. What a round.
What a round by Devise, and as well as ReBorn, making it a 1v1 situation and then taking it, but just not having enough time to defuse.
Absolutely. The Gridlock was just fighting for time. She didn't care if she died. She was just like, I need to stay alive. I need to stay alive. That's all the Gridlock was trying to do in that moment. And I'm pretty sure Jaeger went past the diffuser, but didn't mark it, so the Vigil had no clue where it was.
Yeah.
And with that, it will secure 1 point for Devise. All they need is one more round to get the win and claim the 3 points. Whereas to just tie, RB has to come back with 4 unanswered rounds.
Now, the question of the night is, do you think ReBorn has what it takes to come back from this?
I think they need to start adapting to this this attacking lineup they have. The Vigil had impacts left. I did see this. The Vigil had impacts left, but decided to shoot the track stingers. In a retake scenario like this, like you're waiting for the plant to go down and you're banking on a retake. At that point, it doesn't really matter if you're stealthy or not, and besides, your bullets will give you away. Might as well use that impact, get rid of all the track stingers, but instead you used it to fight the Gridlock. But if you took out the track stingers, it would have been quicker. You might have been able to get closer and rotate into a better position faster while they were still planting and covering the plant, and maybe be able to push in a little quicker to catch them rotating to those positions instead of letting the attackers set up in sight. I just don't think it was the correct use of time and resources on the side of the roamers on that retake.
Activating jump.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree with that. They just did not have enough time. Time was not on their side.
Absolutely not. It rarely is for the defenders. Struggle with being a defender.
Keep an eye on door. Loading mag.
All right. Pretty standard attack setup so far. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Thatcher is alive still, so that's that's a leg up. But he's already deep in kitchen. They just this Thatcher is entry fragging, which is a very unusual play. Track Sing is already being deployed, turning off some of those rotations. And that'll be 2 kills very quickly. I think that is. Oh, one of them was a heavy sight holder. Thatcher is in sight. Hold on, Thatcher is deep in sight. He owned sight. A rush.
What?
A
Did
rush
that
from
just
Devise,
happen?
and it just. I blinked. What happened?
Wow, what a rush by Devise for sure.
Wow. That was a very, very fast last round.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I blinked and it was over.
Yeah. We had 2 people on the side of Devise topping double digits. Very impressive by them. Now we will get Crypty in here for a quick interview. Just once the game loads.
Of course, of course. And a lot of people said Devise was going to win tonight. A lot of people were picking Devise as the winners.
Well, all those people were absolutely right. Hello, Crypty. Don't forget to include your audio. Don't forget to include your
Yes,
audio.
sir. Do you guys mind if I invite
First-
Scrub?
You may. Just try not to talk over each other, please.
He's probably gonna do most talking, so.
All right, fair enough. Well, first things first, I'll say is GG's to you.
Thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
GG's, man.
Sorry, he's trying to get in here.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
There you go.
Why, hello, Scrub. How are you? GG's to you, GG's.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, had to
Include your
not
audio.
suck. I did. I'm that smart. You know, I had to pick it up for the boys because I was getting railed as I have the same recoil control as probably a Silver 4. But, you know, it all pulled through because, you know, in the end, just a better team. You know, all I gotta say is shout out to my boy Rem and my granddad Home Shot. He's a real man up there. Monkey Bags, goat on the team. Sitting there doing nothing half the time. Capping out his ass. Monkey Bags useless. It's all me, baby.
First I have some questions for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I definitely want to know, on your top floor defense, you had both of your black mirrors and a bulletproof camera all facing the same way and on what's practically, I'm not saying they are, but practically the same angle. That's a lot of utility for one angle. Like, what's the sort of thought process behind that?
Well, the thought process was let Crypty do something. And we kind of just say, yeah, okay, it worked, I guess. And that's kind of the main
That's
thought
facts.
process of doing most of our strats. It's kind of just, if it works, it works. Good enough for me. And
I mean, fair enough.
main
that
game
is
plan.
the ultimate goal is if you in the round, it doesn't matter how you got there, right? On some level.
Yeah.
On your attack, so
Mhm.
you both Jackal and Nomad being taken off the board. Did you go into the attacking round like, oh, we have to use Gridlock to shut down these roamers, or were you planning to use Gridlock from even before the bans?
Yeah, we were kind of thinking about using Gridlock before because we kind of just take Dom on Gridlock and let him do whatever he needs to. And it's kind of the game plan. I just set Dom on the back burner. He doesn't have to shoot anybody until he starts crying.
And then, of course, that very, very last round was a very
Yeah.
aggressive rush. Was that a specific call, or did that just sort of happen?
We were told to take Cigar, and then everybody was just dead, and I was whiffing shots. That's
Yeah,
all I know
also-
happened.
Also, RB didn't really tend to hold Cigar that much with their lives. So we just had Monkey just push in Cigar. We took it early every round. I got the wall open. Get a plant down.
Yeah.
Fair
Game
enough.
plan was breach a wall. If we die, well, hope you can shoot him. That's kind of our game plan into every game. No pre-thought. Just hope we win. If we don't, well, we suck ass. It's kind of
Fair enough.
what not to do. That's about our whole thought process. If we lose, we figure out one person to blame collectively. It's normally Dom.
All right, JJ, would you have any last questions?
Yeah, I do. So was it strategic to pick the Nomad and Echo for your guys' bands?
Well, we decided on Nomad before the game started, and Echo we kind of just said, nah, we kind of want to play Mira, so we just left it. So we banned Echo. You know, just a natural selection, you could say.
I mean, that is fair enough. Fair enough.
Fair enough. Okay, that's pretty much it for me.
All right, and if there's anyone else you want to call shout out, I mean, you already sort of did that. But if
Well, I would
there's
just like
anyone
to
else
drop
you
a
would like to
second shout out. Second shout out to my boy Homeshot. I miss you, Granddad.
Shout out to the org.
Yeah, I guess they're cool too. I guess. Can't stand this nerd. Oh, shout out to the org.
And that'll be it. So good night, everyone. We have
good
more
night, boys.
games coming. I'm casting tomorrow night's game again, so 3 nights in a row of me. Love to see it. This has been I've been Loopy. My co-host is JJ. Say good night
What's
to the
up,
people.
collective? Have a good night.